So, hello people, how you going today? And today, well, we'll just have a look at some garden implements, things that you can use in the garden to, well, to do the gardening. And here I have a variety. Now, I do not have all that actually exist because there are just so many of them. But these ones, I'll just go through the name and then we will see how they are used. So, bear with me and enjoy learning. So, hello people, how you going? Today, well, we have some garden implements. This one is what we call a small pitchfork. What you do is you can dig it into the soil and you can lift the soil up like that. So you can, a little potato. So that is what that implement actually does. It's called a little pitchfork. Here we have a little shovel. And the shovel does the same thing, except it actually digs up a lot more soil. Now, these implements a lot of you will be familiar with because these are pretty common all around the world. With globalization, you can actually get these implements pretty much anywhere, except for the most rural places or the most impoverished. So, another one we have is a little hoe. So, a hoe actually digs up the soil and it's used for tilling. That means to turn the soil over and put that plants that were in there under the soil. So you use it like this, dig the soil up, or you can use it that way as well. So this is called a little plough, and it actually says there multi-hoe. So here I have some other tools. This one is a pruner. You put it in your hands, you cut it. So a pruner. And what you do, get it on a branch. Let's say here, you cut it. Same with here, you cut the branch off. So if we take this part here, and then we've cut it off like that. And this is good for cutting small branches or those trees up there. Another thing that will do a job is a saw. So what you do, you cut the saw, use it to cut wood. And I have various other types, so this is good for branches like that. They're probably a bit too thin, but probably a lot thicker. And then we have this one. It's a little bit rusted, but it's good for hard to reach narrow places. So if you have a hole like that big and you've got something inside you want to cut, you can put this one inside and you can cut. So those things are good for cutting branches or any type of wood. Even the fence will be good. So next thing we have is a hammer. So a hammer is mainly used for hammering nails, but you can hammer in stakes. What's a stake is a piece of wood into the ground in which you can tie things to it, generally plants or protective covers. So with this one, we have a nail down here. Generally a hammer is used to hammer in the nail. So that is a hammer, and you can get different types of hammers for different uses. And the last thing I have is a hatchet. Now you're looking at this and you've probably learnt the word axe. This is smaller than an axe. An axe, usually you use two hands, but a hatchet is small you use with one hand. Okay, and this is used to cut wood up, generally large logs, probably that thick, and people mainly use it to collect wood for a fire, or just to chop wood up to smaller pieces so you can dispose of it easy. So I hope you heard and learnt a few nouns today, and well, have a look at this garden. What a mess, man. It's a bloody mess. It's becoming winter, so I have to hibernate back inside. But keep learning, people, and have an awesome time. Hooroo.